Let's get right to it. My first guest stars on the hit show Friends every night, every Thursday night right here on NBC. Just nominated for an Emmy, Best Actor. Please welcome Matt Leblanc. Congratulations on an Emmy nomination. Are you excited?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's a little overwhelming. It's like I've said it before. It's really hard to think of the show as this big thing and that we're, worthy of that kind of stuff because we just kind of lock the door and try and be as funny as we can.
Right.
Go home at the end of the day. So it's very exciting.
Now, do you appreciate an award like this more in the 10th year or the 9th year? You know what I'm saying? I mean, because, all of a sudden you guys come on and you were, it's been the biggest show for, the last 9 years?
Yeah, well, we're going into our 9th year now, yeah.
9th year. So things come fast and furious. I mean, do you feel like, you've earned it, you've worked for it, you know what I'm saying?
It would have been great to get it right away.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I know, yeah. I guess you answered the question.
Yeah, I guess I feel like we put in our time and stuff like that, but, just to be recognized is great. It's the greatest gig ever. It's so fun. I love those 5 actors, and the writers are great, and they just write. You just have to say it. The writing is so good.
It is good, because I guess people know that the show is, is one, and the writers and everything. But this is your first as individual actor, not an ensemble cast, right?
Yeah.
You by yourself.
Yeah.
So where did you get, who called you? Did your agent call you at like 4 in the morning? How does this work?
It's so not like that in my case. I was way out in the mountains I bought this piece of property really far out of town, and I'm standing there, and I'm interviewing this guy to kind of look after the place while I'm in town working. So when I go on the weekends, I can, I don't have to cut the grass and stuff, so he does all that. So I'm talking to the guy, and it's going good, and his wife says, "Oh, by the way, congratulations." I said, "What are you talking about?" She said, "Oh, you got nominated for an Emmy." I go, "Oh, what was that?"
What is it? I don't know. Must be a squeak. Well, go ahead. You got
nominated. So she goes, "You got nominated. You got nominated for an Emmy." I said, "Oh, you mean the show?"
What is that?
What do you got going over there? Anyway.
All right, go ahead. I don't know. What could that be? I have no idea what that is.
All right.
Well, right, I'll tell you what we're doing before I get there. You just had a birthday.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Now, is there anything you wanted for your birthday?
I'm like, no, not particularly. I'm always good for like a craftsman,
no, but I know you got
certificate kind of thing.
No, see, I heard that you got a dog, right? Didn't you get a dog, a chihuahua or something?
But when I was a kid, I had a chihuahua.
You had a chihuahua, but you don't have a chihuahua now.
Hell no, not very national.
But why don't you have a chihuahua now? I guess is what I meant.
A chihuahua, it's this big. I trip on it, you fall. You need a big dog.
No, but do you need a big dog because you feel there's some sort of masculine thing attached to that? What do you think? Well, I got this stupid dog's trying to get out of here. Oh, look at this. I knew you liked chihuahuas.
Oh, my God. Hey!
I heard you wanted one. Here you go.
How are you? Hey! What are you doing?
Let me tell you something. That dog has been in my pocket all day. It hasn't said a word. So he said, "Oh, perfect." The dog would be perfectly quiet. It won't say a word all day. And then it's a
little girl.
But it was calling your name. It was calling your
name. Hey, how are you?
I thought, now, are you? Would you like one of these?
Yeah.
Well, at least you're a dog.
Oh, thanks so much.
Sure.
That's great. For real?
All right. Well, now you got to finish the story for the Emmys.
Right. So you took him out for a walk recently, right?
I didn't walk recently. But listen, I got these are the batteries that go with it. It's right here. These are the batteries. Now, it'll run down but you'll see. Just put them in there.
Okay. Where they go in the back,
but
right?
Just put them in the back. It's a manly dog. No, but you see, you have this thing that you have to have a manly dog. Right?
This is very manly.
No,
I don't think I've seen something this manly.
I know from friends that this is the dog you want, but you don't want to get one of these because people think you're a weenie because you have a weenie dog.
Well, it's a good thing we're keeping this quiet.
Yeah. Well, Well, see, that's how it works.
He's
Look,
cute.
We're going to take a break so they can bond.
Right
We'll be
on.
right back right after this.
Nice,
Be right back. Welcome back. Just talking about training hunting dogs with Matt.
Yes.
Now, where were you in? Where'd you go? Alaska recently? How was that?
Ooh. Yeah, I go up to Alaska every year. That place is, I don't know if you've ever been up there.
I've
It's
been to
just
Alaska, yeah.
so fantastic. We go helicopter snowboarding up there every year.
Now, how does that work? Do you jump out?
No, they kind of put the edge of it in the snow, and you kind of get out, and he just kind of disappears.
Wow.
And then it's really, really amazing. Alaska is like so untouched by man. It's really, really like special. It's really cool.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. You going? You should get out there. It's pretty good.
So how are you on the top of like a mountain? Or, I mean, how high up are you when you snowboard?
Well, the thing is, the tree line in Alaska is like 2,000 feet, 2,500 feet. And here, like if you go to the local mountains around here, it's like 8,000, 9,000 feet.
Right,
so
right.
you can be at 5,000, 6,000 feet where there's plenty of oxygen. It's just giant powder balls, really fun. And there's no trees to hit. So you cartwheel your brains out. It's like falling in the pool.
No avalanches or anything? You always see that, the guy with the...
Yeah, they're out there.
Yeah,
You want to try and stay away from those.
Yeah, stay away from those. Again, that's some advice. Stay away from
you're a
the
natural.
avalanche. Huh? Yeah. I mean, there are eagles flying around and all that.
Yeah, he won't be going.
No. Yeah, they just... Yeah.
It's funny because the first time I went up there with the lodge that we stayed at, there was a big newspaper clipping on the door. We're like, oh, look, there's some local news. What could this be? And how this couple had come up in their RV and they opened the door to let the little dog out on the leash for a walk. And the eagles, they're like this big. They're prehistoric. They're huge. Yeah. Swoop down and take the thing away. And so that was the front page of the newspaper. We're like, okay.
Gee, to pick up an SUV, that's a big eagle.
Yeah, exactly. Took the whole motor home.
Oh, geez, that's amazing. I think those are pterodactyls. You should
They're gigantic.
go back in time instead of going to Alaska.
Look at my new buddy.
There you go.
Hey.
Have you come up with a name yet? Maybe we should come up with him.
I don't know. Jay. How about Jay?
Jay is good. Jay is good. Because of your Emmy nomination, this moves you to a whole nother level. So we put together a little kind of Tonight Show biography, just so people can get an overview of your career. Well, here, take a look. Let's take a look at...
Matt LeBlanc. Born outside of Boston, Massachusetts, his childhood dream was to race motorcycles. But a head injury caused Matt to wander around town thinking he was a mysterious French artist named Fromage. Following his parents' wishes, he tried working as a veterinary dentist, but soon gave it up to pursue his love for just hanging around trying to look like the Fonz. This led to him quickly landing a role in the blockbuster, baseball-playing, chain-smoking monkey movie, Ed, as well as in the hit sitcom Friends, where he and the other cast members spend their days counting their millions. We salute you, Matt LeBlanc.
Now, I want you to tell me, because I love these kind of things. Tell the psychic story. You know what I'm talking about? You went to see a psychic early in your career?
Oh, right. This was kind of freaky. Looking back on it, it's kind of weird. I had done a couple of bit parts, and work wasn't coming in so good. So someone said, oh, I know this psychic. You should go see and see how the career is going to turn out. I said, yeah, okay, sure. How much does that cost? So it wasn't that much, so I went for it. So she said, oh, I see you in the future doing something with your friends. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? I'm doing plays in my buddy's backyard? I don't know what to make of that. So, and then, looking back on it now, it's kind of
Well,
creepy.
it seems a little vague, doesn't it? Something with
Yeah,
I see
something
someone
with
day,
your
the sky will be blue, the sky will be blue. I mean, it seems,
Right.
couldn't you be more
Something with your
specific?
friends.
Or?
But, the name of the show, Friends, I guess, in retrospect, you can kind of draw all kinds of parallels.
Yeah. How much was it?
I think it was $8.
$8. Go back and ask her how the Emmy thing's going to work out.
Yeah,
See what she
exactly.
says. That'd be cool. Yeah. Now, is this going to be the last year, Friends, you think? Because I keep hearing